This encounter rate makes me want to die. Oh my god. I want to die and I want to kill.
It's just a good day for murder.
Yeah. Isn't every day a good day for murder?
It's a nice day for a white wedding.
I gotta stop using acrobatics. I keep forgetting that I have an item on now. I should be using Earthquake.
Why do you have Bolt Strike? Ouch! And a crit. That was unnecessary.
Begone. Be gone, Begone.
Be gone!
I can't hear Be Gone without just that amazing voice clip of Be Gone thought. I want to know what that's from, because that single voice clip is so good. Oh, Haunter looks cool.
I always, on the note of Bagon, I always get a kick out of whenever people watch the first episode of the Heart Gold Soul Silver Randomizer, and they say, "Why did you choose Machop over Bagon?" The answer is, I don't like pseudo-legendaries, and I would prefer to have an underdog story.
I like
Hence,
underdog
Machop.
stories too. However, I'm just collecting pseudo-legendaries at this point because I find it funny.
Yep.
that I keep getting so many. Like, I'm probably going to fly back to get Beldum at some point when I have a quick ball. But can I just point out, the game just fucked on me. I tried to use Earthquake on a Haunter, and it actually had Levitate.
Wow.
Yeah, like, the chance of that is pretty low.
By the way, were you aware that Gengar no longer has Levitate as a standard ability? In fact,
Well,
I don't
what
think it
does it
has
have?
it at all. I think it's just Cursed Body now.
Oh, is that the one where it disables a move that gets used on it?
Yeah, randomly.
It disables a random move?
It randomly disables a move that is used
Oh.
on it. So, like, if you're to use, say, Crunch on it, there's a 30% chance that it would get disabled at the end of it.
That doesn't seem like the best ability in the world.
It isn't.
It seems like an okay one. You know what ability I really like having? Flame Body. That's a fun one.
That's a good one.
Get hit, Burnham. Burning's hard to do, so
Yeah.
it's pretty nice when you get it so easily.
What are the chances of us getting a Pokemon ability that has the potential to freeze or sleep on contact? Because Effect Spore does sleep, but that's randomly also choosing between paralysis, poison, and sleep.
Yeah. Is there one that freezes on contact?
No, freeze is too powerful of a status effect.
Yeah.
So there is no move that can guarantee freezing, and it's
I was gonna
always like
say-
10% chance.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because freeze is really ridiculously powerful. Like, there's a reason it's very rare that you see it. Because it's so strong. I like Croagunk, but I don't like its evolution.
That's fair.
I just wish its evolution pretty much looked like a Battletoad.
That would be cool.
It's funny because I realized how I wanted it to look as I was saying that sentence, because I was thinking, like, I just wanted to be bigger but still look more like the same breed of frog. Like,
So a
no, still like be a
Battletoad.
poison dart frog. Like, I was thinking maybe boxing gloves or something, and then I was thinking, I'm like, no, I basically just wanted to be a Battletoad.
So basically, what you're saying is you want Croagunk to turn into a wrecking ball, grow ram horns, enlarge his fist.
Yeah, I just wanted to be
drive
the
on
coolest
this
thing in the world.
hover bike
A
thing.
Battletoad.
Just make him into a Battletoad.
Yeah, like a crossover. Make it a crossover between Pokemon and Battletoads.
Next piece of fan art is Croagunk as a Battletoad. Thank you. Anybody?
I want the entire Pokemon team looking 100% like Pokemon, and then just a Battletoad, straight up a Battletoad.
Rashmon.
I forget, you saw that fucking awesome fan art I got for my birthday, right?
Yep. Let me actually
Put
look at
that
that
on screen.
from Celios Soul.
Yep.
Yep.
link or Twitter, put it on screen. I will send you the file. It is.
I have it liked on
coolest.
Twitter, so I have the file available. The Shuckle kills me every time.
Yep. It is probably the single coolest fan art. God, that's hard to say though, because I also love Stomp That Baby.
That is a good one.
That is a really funny picture.
Phantasmal did a good job on that one.
Oh, it's a good one. There's so many good. The Pokemon ones usually make the best ones. For anyone who doesn't know, before I even got big on Pokemon challenges, I did have some like really cool Pokemon fan art of just our playthroughs, like the Randomizer stuff that we did together. The 4th gen one, the Heart Gold Soul Silver one we did was before I did Pokemon challenges. So, you know, we got a little bit of fan art from that, and that's also insanely cool.
The fact that none of the fan art that we got for Heart Gold Soul Silver included anything I did or said still bothers me, but that's still fair because my contribution to the series as an entertainer was definitely less than. So it makes sense.
All right, everybody, I want you to make the laziest, shittiest fan art for whattageek.
Man.
You're not allowed to take more than 3 minutes on it. Basically, I just want you to make
here's your what's the word I'm looking for? Motivation. You are a Canada Post delivery man. But instead of delivering mail, you're drawing a picture.
Okay. So basically what you're saying is you are handed the piece of paper and the pencil and you're told, draw, and instead you push it off the table and then go on break. Oh god, did I say, was it on this series that I talked about how last month a person walked up to my door and she handed me a package and she said, I found this laying around the ground of the neighborhood, and it was a package that Canada Post was supposed to deliver.
Was that on Dokapon, or was that... It was a different series that I was in.
I think it was Dokapon, because, yeah, like literally, some Canada Post person had one of my packages and just put it on the ground somewhere in the neighborhood, and just a concerned citizen found my address and gave it to me. And she just said, like, I found this on the ground around the neighborhood.
Makes sense to me.
Thanks, Canada Post. That's even worse than not delivering and saying that you did. Because at least when you do that, I can go to the post office and pick it up. Oh my god. So yeah, basically what I want now, I want somebody to make fan art, mostly of me, where it's like the most beautiful painting of me that you've ever seen, like immaculate detail, hair flowing in the wind. Like I want it to be like some glorious picture. And then in the corner, you're allowed to spend up to 1 minute. Oh, right. Forgot that Amolga is actually flying and doesn't just have like levitate. So I want in the corner there to be like, you're not allowed to take more than 1 minute on whattageek. It's like a stick figure or like a grump head. There you go. Oh, fuck, I actually died to Bide for once. I didn't realize that's what he was doing.
Wow. To be fair, I think there's also the implication that because I don't show my face on the internet, that no one really knows how to draw me or anything I do.
Oh yeah, that's fair. A lot of people probably have no idea what you look like.
Yeah, the only hints that they have are my Discord profile picture and my Twitter profile picture.
Yeah.
Which is, I believe, also the same as my YouTube.
Yeah. Well, maybe you gotta start doing vlogs again.
Maybe. Again, that's implying that I ever did vlogs on whattageek.
I mean, you kinda. I did
vlogs.
Your really old one. Are those
I did
even still
vlogs,
up?
but not as whattageek, and I believe that channel is now like gone because of the YouTube purges from whenever.
Oh, by the way, Dino Bravo was trying to learn Harden. I gave up on that.
What? That was the best move you could have given it, and...
Oh, what was I thinking?
Fucking idiot. God damn it. Yeah. Now we're gonna have comments for days about how you should have given him friggin' Harden.
So, how upsetting is it gonna be if I finally get Dino Bravo to its final evolution?
Truant.
And it's truant.
I don't know if you will by the time we get to the, finish the Elite Four, because he evolves at, 54 or something, and that's around the time when you'd be fighting the champion anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends. Oh, hey, Machop. I guess it depends on if we're doing post-game or not.
Yeah. I don't know, would you want to do post-game? Because I don't think you've done it in Bidoof or in this, right?
I've never done it
challenge.
in my life. The
All
Bidoof
right.
Challenge was my first time beating the Elite Four in Gen 5, because when I played it casually when the game was new, I got bored.
Understandably.
By the way, a hotly searched thing for Gen 5 that made me laugh. If you search, how do
I
I
saw
make
this
the
tweet,
grass
wasn't it?
how do I make the grass shake more often?
Oh
It's
no,
like,
I was thinking of a different thing. Never mind.
no, that's a high result for 5th gen, and it's you just get a bunch of like GameFAQs things from 8 years ago, where it's like, for the love of God, tell me how to make the grass shake more often so I can grind faster. And the answer is bike around and hope for the best. The answer is basically pray.
Incredible.
5th gen, best gen.
Can confirm.
I always hear 6th gen is worst. I don't know. It's the only gen I have never played once.
Gen 6 is kind of bland, but I wouldn't call it the worst.
Would you say 7's the worst? Because I
7
know a lot
is
of people
probably
really don't
a
like
little
that.
worse than 6 overall. And that's hard for me to say too, because Gen 7 did a good number of things like differently, and those were good things, but it doesn't really compare to my appreciation for 6th gen. I'm also kind of biased towards 6th gen because it has a you can move your character with the circle pad, and that circle pad movement is roller skates, and I love roller skates because, you know, Jet Set Radio is my favorite, one of my favorite series of all time. But at the same time, like, the environment for Gen 6, I think I liked a bit more than I did Gen 7's.
I forget, do you roller skate or roller blade?
I blade.
Okay. You Beyblade.
I Beyblade. Let it rip.
Yes. Oh, hey, Bulbasaur.
Hey, Beyblade Bulbasaur.
I'm gonna sucker punch it. Right in his big dumb eyes.
Damn.
Oh my god, it has sturdy, so it survived. I'm gonna catch
Nice.
it.
Well, it's not gonna have sturdy for long.
Yeah. It just used a signal beam and actually really fucked up Dino Bravo. God, wild Pokemon here at level 27. I got Pokemon on my team that aren't that high a level. Boom, I caught it. Roller blading across the Middle East.
Got places to go, gotta something.
Alright, I am fairly close to what's his dick, but I need to go back to the doctor. So I'm gonna hold turbo for this, for the sake of my own sanity, because the encounter rate is upsetting me.
Hey, I don't blame you, and I hope no one in the comments does either.
If they do, I'm going to be very cross with them.
And in fact, you'll cross-chop them.
In the throat.
Take a big bite out of their jugular vein. And they're yelling and screaming and bleeding all over, and I'm like, hey, come on, don't you get it?
So, are you...
Yes. What?
Well, yes, obviously. Oh, cosmic power, damn. Do you
Yes.
interpret... How do you interpret cross-chop?
Cross-chop is... Let me think about it. Cross-chop is just them holding their arms out in front of them like with a cross, like an X. And then they just charge into them. That's probably because... That's only because of Pokken Tournament, I believe, is why I'm thinking that. That or the cross-arm dive that Nam did in Dragon Ball.
Which is a cool-ass move. So, what from the animation, I always thought what they're trying to imply is you're bringing your arms both up high over your head, and you're chopping them down, so you're chopping with the blade of your hand on either side of like their neck and clavicle, and hitting them in like that trapezius area and neck area, right? But a cross chop in wrestling, which Japan is obsessed with wrestling, so it's very likely that it's actually this, and that actually fits the animation you were talking about. A cross chop in wrestling is a dirty move where you take both of your hands, palms down in front of you, you cross them at the wrist, and you see how that creates a V between like basically the blades of the hands, like with pinkies facing inwards towards each other. That blade of your hands there, you can, if you force it forward into the front of someone's throat, it basically hugs the front of their throat as it strikes them in the Adam's apple or just above it.
Yeesh.
And it really fucks up your breathing. And you can like snap that off real quick. So in pro wrestling, that's used as like basically a cheat. You know, and it's obviously kind of hard to do because if you block it, then your arms are in a terrible spot. Because, like, if you block a cross chop, you could grab both of their hands, and, like, now you've got their hands on either side of them, and you've crossed their arms across each other, and they are fucked. Which is why you wouldn't ever do it in a real fight. So yeah, that is what I think the cross chop might be in Pokemon, just because it has so many wrestling references. Because Japanese games just tend to have a lot of wrestling references. I'm gonna go heal. I do
Speaking
not
of wrestling.
want a Bonsley.
Gotta go heal, speaking of wrestling.
Ah, like H-E-E-L.
Yep.
Yes.
I know that. Oh, wait.
I thought I already was a heal.
Searing shot. 100. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna stay by the doctor. And I'm gonna stay by the doctor. I'm gonna take the experience share off of Dratini. And I'm gonna level just once, just to see if I do evolve at level 37. Because if so, then I want to be evolved and healed before N. You know, safety. Who knows, maybe I'll get some ability that's fucking awesome.
Or maybe you won't.
That or I'll get an ability that's obnoxious. You know what abilities I fucking hate? Ones that are useless but waste time when you're grinding, like Unnerve.
Or
where it's like...
Never mind, go on.
Unnerve or Shudder or stuff like where it's like you get the notification every battle when you're grinding, it wastes time, massively elongating the grind, and it doesn't really help you that much if at all. Come on, I just gotta kill a few of these. I got a fucking egg and everything. I'm one-shotting these guys with Earthquake. There we go, I love it.
Youch pain, that Charizard knows Brave Bird.
It's evolving!
Hey.
Tanahashi's evolving. If you become truant, I kill a family. Don't know whose.
I think it would have to be mine because friends, like that friends clause.
Yes.
No one ever told you life was gonna be this way.
Okay, it took me a second to realize why you were even doing that.
Because friends, duh.
You know, okay, it's bad that I didn't think of Friends first. What I thought of was the funniest joke in the entire World of Warcraft Burning Crusade series
No
we
one
did.
told you life was gonna be this gay.
Yeah, it was literally... Brandon said something. I don't even remember what it was, and I just started going... Na 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 na, and like you immediately knew what I was doing, even though it was like a 25-second lead up into the punchline of life is gonna be this gay.
Yeah, it's because I'm the best.
I love my show. All right, Tanahashi, how are you now? So he's still sassy. Yeah, Leaf Guard prevents problems with stats in sunny weather. Okay, that's barely ever going to come into effect, but at least it's not a bad
better
thing.
than Truant.
What did I used to have? I don't even remember.
It was probably just something ish. Not
Yeah,
not like anything
something
significant.
Yeah, something insignificant, much like Leaf Guard. My stats are looking very healthy. My speed is still fucking abysmal, but
Well, yeah,
I
that's
never
'cause
expected to be good anyway. Like it's my speed is down as well, so 27. Special defense is up, so 72, which is actually pretty solid special defense for him. I like that. Yeah, I'm really, now that I know that he's not gonna get truant or something, I can definitely say for sure long-term investment keeping him the whole game.
Alright, so I'm gonna kick him off of your sidebar.
Yeah, get rid of him. I'm gonna release him.
Make him go the way of Super Vector. Or Super Vect.
Yeah.
Oh, Super Vecto.
So yeah, Super Vecto. Oh my god, I misread that. I clicked on Dino Bravo, and it's like, brave nature, and I'm like skipping through just to go to my moves and my abilities and stuff. I'm like, wait, what? I had to double take. Nuvema Town.
Yeah.
I read that as Namek Town. You know, from Namek Town.
Well, duh, obviously.
All right, Dino, you're going up front, and I'm giving you the lucky egg.
Motherfucking hyper potion.
All right. I'm doing a heal, and I'm... Oh, wait, no, item.
Doing a heal? I like doing a heal.
Whoa! Look, everybody, I'm doing a heel turn. You turn
Heel,
the
right.
on the ground a little. John Cena did that once, by the way, in Harangue.
I would not doubt it.
He was like, everyone keeps telling me that I need to do a heel turn. He just starts rotating his heel. It's the weirdest.
People often, or what was the Bo Burnham sketch and what? He said, like, my dad says I act too flamboyant on stage, and I go, really, Dad? Prove it! And he just, like, throws a bunch of confetti into the air. What about that joke where you throw confetti all over the stage? We haven't done that joke yet because this is based off this conversation. Gotcha!
I think we can all agree that the best Bo Burnham joke ever is that white people love salt and vin.
Nigger.
And then
Wow!
they finish it. Whoa. Whoa, I guess you're racist because you finished the word.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
I fucking love that joke.
And that's the fucking gag too, is he's like, you know,
wow.
These people love blank and they finish the word. These people love blank and they finish the word. He's like, and white people love salt and vin, and then half the crowd says it, and they audibly get quieter as they say it because they realize that they got baited into saying it. And he's like, who said it? Who fucking said it?
Yeah, he goes, wow, and the lights go on, and like everyone starts cracking up because they realize what they said.
Yeah, he tricked half a fucking audience into that.
To be fair, his type of audience is very easy to trick.
Yes,
like during that
but I love them.
Yeah, that same special, he had gone to the piano at one point. Like, he started walking to his piano, and then someone just screams like, woo! But then he just flips them off like, fuck you! And he just walks back to the main stage microphone and goes, you don't know where I'm going? Don't pretend like it! Stuff like that. He's great.
He's so good. Another one of the funniest lines I've ever heard him have is when he's playing the piano, and it was that song of like God's message to humanity.
He starts it with, I don't want to come across like I know better than anybody and trying to be better than anyone. Anyway, this is a song from the perspective of God.
Yeah, and my favorite line from that was like, I gave you guys gay people as population control. Look how well that one worked out.
That is a very good one.
Such a good joke. Blitzel, snow warning. That doesn't do it any favors.
No, well, it kind of blends in half and half.
I mean,
it's like a Michael Jackson in transit. What's up?
He also pelts himself with hail every time he shows up.
That's true.